Hey, awesome ones! Do you remember when you were a little kid and you used to play dress up? Well, guess what? You can do that again. There's going to be probably galas that you're invited to, or Christmas parties, New Year's parties, weddings, special events. Instead of saying no to them, let's show you how you can be glamorous and you can look marvelous, darling. It all starts in just a few seconds. So as a former 80s model, I remember sitting in the chair while the makeup artist would put on my makeup, and it would take literally hours to get the right look. And the good news is this is not over an hour video, so I really want to show you how you can do this at home. The other thing is, I really want to encourage you. You might not have a really expensive dress to go to that special gala or event or wedding. Wear just a really pretty dress and just feel confident in doing your hair and your makeup, because it's the inner confidence that really shines through. And you've got to get to these events. You've got to get out there and just shine. And okay, so talking about shining, I am going to show you me in just a minute with all my makeup off, and hopefully you'll still stick around. Let's do the presto changeo with the makeup off. No makeup. Okay, we're keeping it real here, folks. What I'm going to start on is concealer, and also I'm going for a liquid foundation this time, and this is Clinique, and it's Beyond Perfecting. It's a little bit different because it has an applicator like this. So, you know, a lot of times if you're going out for the evening, you're going to spend a lot of time, maybe you're dancing, you're at a gala or something. I'm going to suggest that you use a liquid foundation, because what ends up happening is those powder foundations, they just really seep into your skin as the night goes on, and this is a little bit more of a thicker consistency for you. So truth be told, it's the first time I'm going to put this foundation on with its concealer. I thought it sounded pretty cool, and by the way, every single product that you're going to see that I put on for this glam makeup, I can get from the drugstore. So nothing like super expensive here, which I'm sure a lot of you want to know about. All right, so let's see how this works. I've got all these dark spots. I've got all these, well, you know what I'm talking about, those age things. So I'm just going to dab that on there. And with my skin, I'm going, as you can see, a little bit more of my porcelain look with this. What I don't want to have happen is I put on all this foundation and I have, like, you know, this is all kind of a tan, and then I've got my white neck and chest. That's not going to work for me. So, all right, so let's dab it underneath here. Again, this is concealer and foundation all in one. And no, I did not put a primer on. I did not, since I'm trying this out for the first time, I thought I'd do it without the make of the primer. Oh God, that's going on really thick, as you can see. So I might just change up how I apply this in just a second, because it's going on so thick. It's nice, and you want to have something under your eyes hiding all those spots. But with the applicator itself, be really careful, okay? Also these spots, dab them on. It's also really hot under these lights, so I am sweating a little bit. But you're probably going, she's not wearing primer? I put on a really thick night cream last night, and it still kind of is on my skin, so I'm not putting it on super dry skin at all. And I do that a lot. You know, a lot of times I just bypass the primer and go, you know, for daytime, and go right to the foundation. But most of the time I'm wearing, as you probably know, a powder foundation. I really like the L'Oreal powder foundation, by the way, and I do use a lot of L'Oreal products. So if you want to see my review on L'Oreal products, they did not pay me anything for it. I'm going to put the link up there for you, okay? So yeah, I got a little spot here and a little spot here. I have no idea why I have a spot there, but I do. So, you know what? That covers up pretty good. The proof is going to be in seeing how this works as, yeah, I'm gonna say that covered up pretty well. Probably the worst thing for me to do right now is put the foundation over it. Let's let it dry for just a few minutes. So today, because I'm getting glammed up, I want to use a black eyeliner. You can use brown if you want, but I'm going to use black. Kind of dabbing it. Maybe Bill can get a bit of a close-up on this. How I just don't go whoosh, like that. I just kind of dab it a little bit. And it really helps to get a straighter line, so not too thick. Also, oh, sorry, I'm using L'Oreal eyeliner here. And by the way, I'm going to put links in the description for all of these products, okay? So you can find that. A little bit of a swoosh here. And then on this side, I know it's harder to do this side, but dab, dab, dab really helps keep it straight. And now, if you've got that happening and you're going, it doesn't look right, well, just kind of go along a little bit this way. And you straighten it all out. So, and I'm going to do my little swoosh. I do my swoosh because I have hooded eyes. I used to not have hooded and droopy eyes, but since I'm like 60, how old am I now? 63, Bill.
No comment.
Yeah. Anyway, they started drooping and I did do a video on hooded eyes. I'm going to put the link up there for you guys. It's a little bit more in depth. So eyeliner done. So as you know, for the eyeshadow, I love this L'Oreal palette. I'm doing something really different this time, everybody. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this kind of brown instead of this on my lid. So let's see how that works out for everything. See, it's more of a sultry kind of look. Really, I really want to go for a smoky eye for this. All right, now let's do the next steps on the eyes. So I do want a little bit of highlight up here, and I'm going to be using this one, this kind of beigey look, and just along the brow bone here, as you can see there. Just going to do a little bit of that. And that's it for now. All right, so let's see how that concealer is, because it seeps into your skin a little bit. So I'm seeing here that it has seeped into my skin a little bit. Let's see this thing here. And what I'm going to do is I'm using a brush like this, and I'm just going to go where it's still a little bit dark for me under here. And under here, just a little touch. Just to lighten it up. Okay. Now I'm about to put the foundation on, and I can tell you right now, I am not going to use this. This little gizmo is great for putting on the contour, but I'm not going to have the control. I need to use a sponge like this. And if you haven't got a sponge like this, they're like next to nothing at the drugstore. Very, very inexpensive. So I'm going to put my foundation on this. See what I'm doing here? I guess I could probably shake it out too. Let's see. Well, probably not as much control there. Very lightly, I'm going to start with my forehead, and let's see how this applies. Oh, yeah. It really covers everybody. Well, that's covering up quite nicely. Now, I know I'm probably looking really pale, but I'm really going for that kind of porcelain look with this this makeup. So let's sort of just do this. So there you have it. It's full coverage for sure. A little bit shiny, but we can take care of that in just a second. So I know what you're thinking, that's way too pale. Well, again, I'm going for the kind of porcelain look, and it will start to seep into my skin. I know it. So let's get on to the brows now. With the brows, I want a fuller brow, a darker brow. Again, this is glam time, so let's try that. First of all, I'm just using any old pencil here right now just to brush it up a little bit. I shouldn't just say any old pencil. This is a L'Oreal again. And I want to go along. As you know, I'm missing a bunch of hairs. I don't know, as you get older, your hairs fall out for your eyebrows. But what I want to do is I just want to line the brow like that. Now, I found this great. Again, I'm just not plugging L'Oreal. It's just that I've just been really happy with what I found. And this is a eyebrow. It's kind of like a cream. And you get a little brush like this, which is really kind of cool. And I'll show you why in a second. Make sure you always keep the lid on this cream though, because it will dry out. I read some reviews and it will dry out. And look at this. I can actually draw on. I'm doing a little bit too much maybe, but I can draw on hairs if I want to. I can draw on hairs if I want to. Okay, and again, don't be looking at my foundation and turning it off. We have got no blush on, no contouring, so I promise you it will look better. I know I look like I'm ready for Halloween right now, but anyway, Bill, no laughing back there.
I'm laughing with you.
Okay, good, good. I hear you back there laughing. Okay, and so what we got to do is the same thing we're going to do for the other eye, the other eyebrow. There you go. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I have a clear mascara. And oh, by the way, we are so excited, and it's probably because of you. Amazon has chosen Awesome Over 50 to give us a storefront. So it's actually amazon.com/shop/Awesome Over 50. We have got makeup there. We have got, and they're all in sections. You don't pay a penny more than what you would usually pay on Amazon, but we get a little bit of commission, and you know, it's so exciting to get a little bit of a paycheck anyway for doing this. So all of you folks that are buying from our links, thank you so much. And on the Amazon storefront, we have makeup, I've got my fashions, we have some of our awesome finds, even some of Bill's clothes, and even some of Hurricane stuff. So, you know, thank you so much for shopping there for birthdays or Christmas or whatever. Back to the clear mascara. I'm just going to brush these hairs up, give it a little bit more definition. As you can see what that's doing right now. And it also helps to set everything in place. So I don't know if you noticed, but I am getting a shine under here. And of course, that's not going to be good. I'm going to be putting on makeup. So to the rescue is the Revlon Anti-Shine Cream. This goes in my purse anywhere I go, along with maybe some lipstick. It is fabulous. And what it is, it's an anti-shine cream. It comes with a little sponge, and it saves you from piling on the powder, and then you get wrinklier and wrinklier. You guys know what I'm talking about. So look at how shiny this is here. Like I just can't, right? So I'm going to go and look at that. Gone. Isn't that amazing? My nose, a little bit here. And now right off the bat, I'm looking a lot better as far as shine is concerned. All right, let's get back to the eyes. I am going to use the eyeshadow brown, this one here, with a, what do you call that? An angled brush. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go along here I know it looks dark, but it's evening, it's glam time, guys, so put it out there. You notice I don't go right into the crease of my eye either. Oh, sorry. I don't go right to the center of my eyes. Sorry about that. I'm bringing that out a little bit. Now, I am going to go into the crease of my eyes. Right here. You see that? Because I got wrinkles in there and I want to hide up those wrinkles. Okay, so now you're going, okay, Heather, this is like totally Halloween now. Never fear, we have the magic brush. This is another brush, and I'm just going to push it out like this. I'm not using my fingers this time because this is super dark. And you need just a little more control with it, so I'm using a brush. Out we go. Starting to look a little glamorous. So under my eyes, I'm not going to use a liner. I'm not going to put it on the waterline, a black eyeliner or anything. I find that that really ages people around my age. So what I'm going to do is I'm using a brush like this. Now, if you're confused about the brushes, I did do a video on the brushes I use. I'll put the link up there for you. Again, I'm going to go for the darkest brown in here. Always kind of shake off some of the extra. And I'm going to just kind of go underneath like this. Can you all see that? Okay. Okay, so now we got to get into the corner here. A little bit more darkness. There, a little bit more darkness there. And then we're going to use that other brush that I showed you and swoosh it up. Lovely. Now, the pencil that we were using before, we want to do just a little something here. I'm going to do an attachment here. Again, bringing it up to a bit of a swoosh. If you have hooded eyes, you can't make a real cat eye. You just have to do that. And I also love that this has got a smudging application underneath. You see how I'm smudging it there? And it really helps to bring those hooded eyes up a little. All right, mascara time. So again, you have to make sure that your concealer underneath your eyes is perfectly dry before you do this. I don't wear false eyelashes. With me dancing around in the way I am, I'm a kind of a wild and crazy girl, but you know, for sure they would fall off. So I just do 3 coats of mascara. I'm using a lovely Dior mascara here. I think it's Dior Show. Again, I've got it available online for you. And we're going to just do 1 coat to begin with. So on this porcelain palette, it's time to give me a little bit of life, a little bit of color. I have this, one of my favorite. This is Clinique, the same as the foundation. And I'm going to just dab with a brush like this. I don't know if you guys can see all the powder flying, but anyway. Now, be really super careful with this, okay? Because you don't want to look like clown-like, right? So we're just going to dab. You see the difference? Just dab a little bit here. And now we're starting to get the color back. I'm also going to put a little bit here. All right. All right, contouring time. Do not have a heavy hand with this either. Okay, you don't want to look super phony, but you do want to enhance your cheekbones, so this is what I'm going to do. And then check it. You can see how that sort of, see the definition between the two. Also these nasty things, I hate even saying the word, jowls. but you know what? We'll just do a little bit under here. And let's do the other side as well. Also, we want to do down the nose and along the temples as well. And another coat of mascara. We're going to do 3 coats all together. And why I love this mascara is because it doesn't transfer under your eyes, and don't get the waterproof kind, and it still works great like that, and also comes off like a dream at night. It just doesn't stick onto your eyelashes. I absolutely love this. All right, I'm going for the red lips. And you guys are probably saying, no, Heather, you said you didn't like red lips. Well, this is glam time, so yes, I'm going to like the red lips. What I said that for somebody like myself, you know, with the silver hair and the porcelain kind of skin, doing a deep red lips, it just doesn't work for daytime and that sort of thing, but I'm going out on the town. So I'm going to wear red, and I'm just using a L'Oreal red pencil. I'm going to outline my little tiny lips that I have, just a little larger than usual. So now that's red. Oh well, here we go. And now for the lipstick. Now I have a, this is Rimmel, or Rimmel, I think it's called, lipstick. It's a beautiful red. And what I'm going to do, now if this was lower, this is brand new pretty well, I would be using a lip brush and putting it on the lipstick, but because this is in pretty good shape, I am going to put it on like this. Outline it a little bit more. And always remember to check your teeth, because red lipstick will go on your teeth. All right, so all done. Let's do one of my model-y things I used to do in the old days. You ready? Here we go. What do you think? Pretty glamorous. And I'm sure when you do it, you're going to look marvelous, darling. Simply marvelous. So as you know, it's time for the cuteness factor. Hey, Hurricane, do you recognize me? Okay. Hurricane recognizes me. And you know what? I recognize you too, because Hurricane went and got his hair all cut. So I wonder what everybody thinks about his new do here, his new hairdo. And I just woke him up, so he's a little bit sleepy, but a lot of you out there, you're not sleepy because we're noticing that you're watching a lot of our videos. A lot of you are binge watching. We've got almost 100 videos now, and we so appreciate that. And if you're not a subscriber, well, there's a button down there. Don't forget to ring the bell, and welcome. We also encourage you, you know, I'd love to hear in the comments some of the galas maybe that you're planning, or events or weddings or anything like that that you have planned, and you know, whether or not you're going to maybe try a little bit more of a red lipstick or something. So I really encourage us all to share in the comments. We've got an amazing community here. You're just wonderful. And just a reminder that Fridays are beauty and fashion, and also on Tuesdays we get into some fun, some lifestyle, some traveling. Bill and I show you some of our date nights out on the town to the theater or whatever, so come along and join us. And if you want your awesome over 50 kind of whatever, I don't want to say fix, but anyway, 7 days a week we're on Instagram. Just search awesome over 50 and you'll find them there. And Hurricane, am I keeping you up here? All right. All right. I don't want you to lick too much lip makeup. There's a lot on me. But in the meantime, remember, you know what? Dress up once in a while. Put on that pretty red lipstick. Do up your hair and go out. You've probably got another 40 plus years, and I want them to be absolutely, remarkably awesome. Everyone's invited to subscribe and join us on our videos.